the office where we grind, paper stacking never kind. Rules to follow case by case, in this fiery crowded place. Bonk, bonk, hear the steps, monitor with no regrets. In the heat we keep it tight, bomb squad working through the night. Uniform with brimstone tie, fiery glance and quick reply. Demons working in a line, order kept till end of time. These may try to bend the rule, bomb squad always keeps its cool. Chaos tamed by iron hand, in the office we all stand. Bonk, bonk, hear the steps, monitor with no regrets. In the heat we keep it tight, bomb squad working through the night. Bonk, bonk, hear the steps, all monitor with no regrets. In the heat we keep it tight, bomb squad working through the night. Uniform with brimstone tie, fiery glance and quick reply. Demons working in a line, order kept till end of time. These may try to bend the rule, bomb squad always keeps its cool. Chaos tamed by iron hand, in the office we all stand. Bonk, bonk, hear the steps, monitor with no regrets. In the heat we keep it tight, bomb squad working through the night. Bonk, hear the steps, all monitor with no regrets. In the heat we keep it tight, bomb squad working through the night.
Bonk, everybody. Hello. Happy 2 years, Bonk Squad. It's been a wild ride, hasn't it? I just want to show you this fun little thing I made. Okay, here we go. Here. Hello, Forest. Thank you. Here, I made this little thumbnail for Twitter. I want you guys to see it too, because it's got a little spoiler. Let me scoot over here. Happy 2 years of JayKay. Happy 2 years of you guys, the Bonk Squad. Finally 2 years old. we got the old models and the new model right here. We got our past as a PNG tuber. We got the present as the onion, and the future as a child of a chimera. I'm happy to see the evolution actually be able to like be put there into a picture. Check DMs for an amazing 2-minute ship. What? Two minute. Mate, that's a picture. What do you mean 2 minutes? It's not. Well, it's the stream's birthday. It's not my birthday. The day, stream day. It's a day. D-Day. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh god. They're still on that beach, aren't they? It's Canada. Who gives a shit about Canada? Get them the fuck out of here. Get Canada out of here. No, there's a really cool company that comes out of Canada, so, you know, Canada can get a pass for today. But this is my day. I'm gonna pull this up. And let me pull this up. What's going on here? Hello, T-Man. Hi. I'm celebrating my 2 years. Look what Forrest made. I'm confused though. You said it was a 2-minute shit post, but that looks cool. How is that a shit post? I like it. You stole everything. You're also using my old thing. I gotta send you the new one. My tail was on the wrong layer. I can actually replicate that right now. What? I don't know why I had it like that. Just a silly little growing pain. But now it's on the right layer. Hydrate. I will. I'll drink my tea, which, if you guys don't know, and the T-Man is here. I get my tea from the Dragon's Treasure. You guys should go support T-Man. You guys should go look at Throne. He's got a shop on Throne as well. And he does international shipping. And you can save 10% off. The future for Jay is to become JayKay. What? What? Or become LM. I do have other doppelgangers out there. There is a KJ already, who occasionally stops by. Thank you, Forrest. Yeah, it's our 2-year anniversary today. And I couldn't be more happy to be here with you guys. Really, for the last 2 years, you guys have kind of been, like, in a way, my rock. I look forward to seeing you guys every day. When I'm feeling sad, I pop on the stream. We spend time together. I don't usually take breaks from this. I rarely do, and if I do, it's usually still working in the background. But, like, when there's been, like, sad days and stuff, I've never, like, nah, I'm too sad to go on stream. I pop on the stream, we'll just watch videos together, spend time together. Because that's what a community is for, you know? Yeah. This makes me happy. Thank you, Forrest. This right here. Best mushroom friend that a demon could ask for. Thanks for being great background noise. Well, thank you for listening. I've actually been told that by quite a few people, is that, like, they like my voice, and they like having me on in the background because it's soothing. Well, maybe it's just like that paired with the BGM from Aethel. But I've had people tell me, like, they like my voice because it's good for background soothing. Burnt you feet in that hell of yours. It's too hot in there. It was 31C yesterday. I looked into it. Yeah, there's like a fire yesterday that I think, what did it hit, 700 homes? And I was just like, oh, that would explain why it's so hot today. You gotta love just the random fires over here. It's not too loud. It's 35 on your window thermometer. I was like a little distance away from the fires. That's why it was just like 31, but it was still like, huh. Well, that would explain why it's a little bit hotter. Yeah. I'm gonna pop up something ancient. Make everything smaller. I'm gonna pop up something ancient, right? Where is it? You ain't out to get dinner with you, bro. No, we shouldn't. I'm like, Helios busted one on me. Oh. Wasn't expecting you to phrase it like that. So, when I started, I wasn't expecting to get a lot of traction, get a lot of attention. I thought maybe I'd pop on, just it'd be me by myself, but from day one and like the test streams of just like popping on for an hour just to see how things were working, how volumes were and stuff. I've had people showing up and that surprised the hell out of me, right? So when I did eventually make my debut, it was with the PNG. Hold on. It was with the PNG. Hi. Now we're both on screen and talking. Oh, if I do that, then it... Oh, okay. Okay, well, I guess the PNG is just gonna float there. But before I even started streaming, before I even did the tests, I made this guy here. And I thought, you know what? That's me right there. I'm gonna be a little demon, but I kind of wanted to like subvert people's expectations, right? When you think of like an incubus, you think of like, oh, that's gonna be a lewd tuber sex pest. I try to be the the anti-lewd tuber, the prude tuber, if you will. So not a lot of people, whenever I introduce myself, I always tell people I'm, your new favorite devil from the second level. I use devil, demon, and my species of demon all interchangeably. Cubus, incubus, succubus, whatever you want to call it. It is a fluid species, but that's besides the point. Whenever you think of like an incubi, you think of like, oh, they're going to seek out the lustful. And then they're going to have fun. You know what my fun is? Smacking you with a hammer. That's what's fun to me. Well, yeah, I use my incubus. Like I sense the lust. I'm gonna go find it, and I'm gonna smack you. I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna bam. You knocked that off. And that's actually where I get the title, Hell's #1 hall monitor, because I've actually had somebody, I mod, by the way, for like 13 people. No joke, between here and YouTube. I've actually had somebody say like, oh, JayKay, he's like a hall monitor. He ruins the fun, he's no fun. It's just like, well, one, I'm not ruining the fun, I'm just enforcing rules. But two, I like that idea. I'm taking that. That's mine now. I will be Hell's #1 hall monitor. What are you guys gonna do then? Same shit. All deserve a holy water shower. Listen, I'm one of the good ones, I swear. but one of the first things I did whenever I did hit affiliate, which by the way was just the next day after my first stream, because like I said, so many people had like shown up to the test streams where I would just be a disembodied voice talking, testing volumes, making sure things weren't loud, making things looked right. So yeah, I got my affiliate the day after my first like stream. So we had the debut, and then like during the first stream, like right when that was done and I went offline, it's like, oh, you can apply for affiliate, and then the next day they're like, accepted, here you go. So you know what I did that night after I put in the application, which I wasn't even thinking about getting, because I've been told by like everybody around me, oh, you know, getting affiliate is hard. I got lucky. They're like, oh, you got lucky to get it that early. Even if you did apply, they might not accept it. The first thing I did that night was I just like picked up my pen, and I was just like, well, if I do, I want to have at least one emote. So then I made this right here. This was our first ever emote. It's the JayKay smug. Now actually it was based off the skin tone of this one. I didn't quite have the means to edit it to a proper kind of like brown skin tone. So, and you know, the creator of my PNG, Faye Lions, was cool, and it's just like, you guys can edit your PNGs to change colors and stuff to match better. That's fine. But I never have, because I thought, you know what, this was the start, and it's only gonna keep going up. Faye's cool. I like Faye. But yeah, whenever I got that, like, hey, you can apply, I applied, and then I made this. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make this. This took like 5 minutes. It took like 5 minutes to draw. And you know, now I've not gotten better. I'll probably concede to that. I've not gotten better, but I feel like my coloration's gotten better, because the next thing I did hello Manzu, hi. Where you hold on, give me a second to move that over here. Yeah, because the next thing I made was the Joel. I feel like my coloration got better with the shading and stuff. It's a little bit blurry because they were like, oh, you can only have 115 by 115. So I try to fit everything into that. I'm doing a little walk down memory lane. So I feel like I got a little better. We got the Joel fish. I've drawn one other time on stream. I drew these off stream. I drew one other time on stream. Kind of lost that, kind of had to remake it, but and that's when we got this art here, where for V Recovery's charity incentives, I did a I'll draw you an art. So the person here had requested Chin from Toho, or like they wanted a cat girl, so I drew Chin from Toho. The little smiley. I feel like it's a bit of an improvement if you look at it. You see my signature right there, JayKayVT. I feel like there's been a bit of an improvement. One ear's like bigger than the other. Not the best, but you know, an attempt was made. These are all like the hand-drawn stuff from me that I've made over the last 2 years. And one of our incentives for our subathon, which is actually going on starting today, is I'll draw myself in an outfit that chat chooses. We'll take some ideas and then we'll have a poll and vote on them. Yeah, let me pop all these off the screen. Actually, no, I'll just make it small. Let me flip. See, when they're small, they look better. That's how they're intended to be seen. But yeah. Happy Jay-anniversary. Thank you, Evie. Oh, yeah, so, yes. Phelps, congrats on first. Hello, Phelps. Hello, Refi. Hello, Forrest. Hello, T-Man. Hello, Dumb. Hello, Evie. Missing anybody who's chatting. Hello, Mansu. And hello, all you beautiful lurkers out there. Who I, in particular, want to thank you guys. You're not quite as spoken as the rest, but I'm happy to still have you guys. I know occasionally I'll say, like, out loud, oh, you know, I love talking with people, but I never try and pressure you guys to talk back. I never try and be like, hey, you need to, or you're not a part of the community. No, I love my lurkers. You guys are a part of the community. Whether you're just here listening or if you're just enjoying the vibe, passing through. Roasting beans and bagging teas. I can't lose a chat, but hi. I was just saying hi to everybody because I forgot to at the start. And actually, since I'm talking about, you know, good things that have happened over the last 2 years, T-Man was my kind of like first proper sponsor outside of, you know, like a random Stream Elements game. So I will always be thankful to the T-Man for picking me up. Why is there 2 of me? Do you not see the thing on the top left there? There's 3 of me. You just can't see the 3rd yet. You're still on some meds. You need to stop taking those meds and eventually the 3rd will show up. There's 3 of me on screen right now. You just can't see it. Nah. Fuck you mean, nah. Mr. T-Man's always busy. Mr. T-Man is always busy, and we appreciate Mr. T-Man's hard work because he does everything himself. From, you know, getting the ingredients to making the tea blends to packaging to the shipping. I don't know how anybody could call him a fucking drop shipper, but somebody did. And that was wild to see. But no, Mr. T-Man's a hard worker, and we appreciate Mr. T-Man. Where are you? Here, that's where you are. Our forgotten stepchild here. I almost forgot. There's actually 4 of me. What do you mean? Face tracking's gone. What the fuck? Okay, well, we'll restart you real fast. Actually, hold on. Where's the Jayporion? We'll get to that. Hello, Happy. Hi. It's gin a jar as it should be. What do you mean as it shouldn't be? Here, I'm pulling something up right now. Skip those interactions. Get you up here. Hello, Saki. Hold on. Why do you not wanna move? What's wrong with you, model? Hold on, I'm having some difficulty here. One tells me that the face tracking is gone. The other one just doesn't even want to move. There's actually no, not you. Oh, why do you not want to? Okay. Hold on. That didn't work. It captured the wrong one. It captured my onion again. Aye. There's another one right there. It's not even moving on here anymore. The mount's moving in the program, but it's not moving over there. Anyway, there's a reason I don't use this model. There's a reason I don't use that one. Oh. I am just surprised that cut the folder. That's not supposed to do that either. Anyway, who cares? It just shows like the folder from VC Face. PNG gave him a, yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's the reason why we don't use that one anymore. But we have it. There's actually 4 JKs. I'm going to cover most of these up now. Because while we're doing our trip down memory lane, we might as well look at the... Well, it's kind of like the first thing, your first introduction to me, what it was. And we'll see how much has changed and what stayed the same. This was our first introduction to JayKay here, was the slides. You guys remember those? Six foot 3, 190.5 cm. I kind of just like stopped adding the 0.5. And I've been saying 6'2", but I think I just got that wrong. I think I removed an inch from myself. I am a Scorpio. My lucky number is 13. I have a cat and a dog. Dislikes tomatoes, yes. Yes, I don't like tomatoes. I got the texturetism, and when I feel them squish between my teeth, it makes me dry heave and gag, and I don't like it. It's like Foxwoman trying to eat Jello. It's not a good time. That said, if during our subathon we hit 100 subs, I will attempt to try and eat a tomato. Because it's, I think, legitimately the worst thing you can try and ask me to do. Tomato hate. Also, still on that isekai hate. I even got a hat now. I even got a hat. I keep having to explain this to people, that I'm not a fan of how the formula of isekai is boiled down into the same bullshit of protagonist wakes up, suddenly he's OP, or suddenly it's a harem. Like, where's the simple slice of life low down one? I want to see stuff where like the protagonist just says, fuck it, I want to go farming, and just makes a farm. I want to see something where it's just like, nah, I think I'd just rather like live than explore, and not join the big war, and not be the hero of the kingdom. You think of a worse thing, 2 tomatoes. Oh no. There's several. I'm still waiting. Actually, that's a lie. Level 2 cheat skill, while being something where the main protagonist is OP, has one of the best wolf wives, the Fenris. She is wifey. I adore that wolf lady. I dare you to find somebody better than her that's come out recently. The simple likes that I told you. No. I said recently. That's older. No. Failed the criteria. My likes when I introduced myself were sim games, rhythm games, cooking, and kaiju, because I like the big monsters. I like the big kaijus. I play a lot of sim games. I still am very, like, cooking is my passion. I love cooking. I went to culinary school. I used to be a chef. And I do love my big monsters. My Godzillas, my Mothras. Give me the kaiju. Rhythm games, I don't know. I feel like that's fallen off over the last 2 years. I'm really liking, these days, more story-rich, kind of RPGs. That's kind of where I'm going. Favorites? From day one, T was on there. T has always been one of my favorites. I'm a Texas-born demon. Give me my sweet iced tea. That's the way you do it. Fuck drinking tea with milk in it. What's wrong with you British people? I like mango. Still do. Tea is my favorite drink other than water. Always will be. Now I'm sponsored by an anime tea company who is really, really cool. One of my favorite bands, if not my favorite band of all time, is the Wombats. Actually, just during yesterday's karaoke, I sung one of their songs. And my favorite color? It's purple. But Jay, you're not purple. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Jay is purple. I feel like... Yeah, I think two things had changed off of here over the last 2 years. I think rhythm games fell off, and I lost an inch. I shall reclaim that inch. From day one, you guys were always the Bonk Squad, and I have always been Hell's #1 hall monitor. I continue to be. Our short-term goals were 100 followers. I think we hit that in the first month. Affiliated emotes. The next day, basically. Channel art. We got it. A dono link. Do we count Throne as the dono link? Because PayPal makes me paranoid that they give information and they stopped allowing individuals to count as companies, so you can't make like a business email as a VTuber anymore without them banning your account. Do we count Throne as a dono link? I'm gonna say yeah, I think we have the dono link. I think I've hit all of my short-term goals. The long-term goals I had were constant setup upgrades. I got a whole new PC. I think if anything, that should count as yeah. And we're still upgrading. A 2D. Hey, look at me. And if you don't count the onion, oh yeah, we got a 2D on the way. We got a proper made just for me. Nobody else will have it. JayKay on the way. Collabs. I have a ton. And not only do I have a ton of collabs, I have a ton of cool friends from collabing. Like Mushroom Man, and Bug Woman, and Dog Man, and Bag Man. Do I count the fox? Do I count the fox? I don't know if I count the fox. No, we've made a ton of friends over the last 2 years. Friends of the stream, friends of me. I now have just random friend groups that I... Excuse you? You had to throw the tomato of all things. Okay, fine. Yeah. I definitely think we've hit 3 of these things so far. Thriving community. You guys are absolutely thriving. I love seeing you guys talk in the Discord. And I know most people, when they join a Discord, they just mute it so they don't get notifications. I've tried to get better about doing at everybody. Instead, now I'm just at Bonk Squatting. It was Jebby who threw it. Jebby, how could you throw a tomato at me on this, the day of my 2nd year anniversary? I hope to see our community more thriving. I want people to talk in the Discord more. I want offline chat to be popping. I want, you know, people interacting with me on Twitter. And they do, but is it wrong to want more? Because I love communication. That's always been kind of like my #1 goal, is to never ignore you guys, never, you know, disregard you. Even during collabs, I will stop what I'm doing and I will read the chat, and collab partners will be like, what? And I'm like, oh, I'm reading my chat. They're talking to me. Why are you being thrown? Why are you being thrown? Huh? A Twitch partner. We'll get there one day. Definitely a long-term goal. One day. I'm not gonna give up. And especially as like a male VTuber, that's gonna be an even bigger struggle because I didn't debut under some corpo. I didn't drop in under Niji and immediately get partnered. That's usually how the male VTubers get the partner so easy, is they're corpo. I believe. Hello, Rin. Speaking of cool friends, I got a whole ass sibling right there. And I have a third slide, but that was just credits. This overlay background was done by Ash King. The profile picture I had at the time was a pic crew that I made from Lunvani, and our PNG, as I already said, was from Faye, who is really cool. And now, these days, works as one of the in-house artists for Sock's VTubing agency, so she's grown quite a lot since then. Drop in under Niji, have a controversial graduation, and then after that you can make it big. True. I've actually been told they're like, oh, you know, your voice, you would be perfect Niji material. I'm like, why the fuck would I want to be Niji material? I don't think that I want to do that. Boy, have we grown. Boy, have we done so much over the last 2 years. From our first ever proper collab with a company being Honkers. I still play offline, but it seemed like you guys didn't really enjoy the Honkai streams, which is kind of why they like quietly faded away, because you guys were like, yeah, we've already seen this a million times. So like, okay, I'll just play this on my own time then. And from there, we didn't get really any other collab with a company for the longest time. Until we got T-Man. And yes, I know I did this kind of like the Vaporeon copy pasta. Did you know that in terms of tea and demons, the JayKay prefers to get his tea from the lovely folks over at the Dragon's Treasure? You'd have watched if it was ZZZ. They still haven't. I like how people consistently refer to ZZZ as the Gooner game when Brown Dust 2 is right there. It's like they don't even realize like what a true Gooner game is. You know, and then we got our Roblox people who sponsored us twice now. Really cool, actually. Didn't think I would actually enjoy Roblox, but it was actually kind of fun, if not for the sole fact that, you know, we got to play stuff as a community together. Love in Deep Space, that's the true Gooner game. I haven't heard of that one. What's that one? I feel like Roblox was fun for doing community stuff. That's why I picked that up, because they were one of the ones who were just like, they're not just like, oh, make a guild and have people play that for you to reach level 5. And they're like, no. Get people on the stream. Play with them on stream. So I was just like, yeah, I could do that. I like that. It's bad. Why? Why is it bad? And then our latest sponsor, Advanced. That's actually the cup they sent me, by the way. Which, I know T-Man ain't looking eye to eye with Advanced right now, but I'm drinking tea out of their cup, so... Drinking one out of the other. But man, have we been... You won't get in the way. And they still, by the way, they haven't said anything about what's been going on, but we'll if you want to talk about that later, we can, but I figured, you know, ball on the subject. Hey, that might be interesting to know. They're not talking about it. But man, did we do a lot. Like I said, we ended up actually getting a whole ass sibling. And we got that through V Recovery, who I will continue to carry the tag for over on my socials. Because this was a good time, and we still have the group. We haven't really talked yet about what our next charity thing will be, but you know, V Recovery, we all gathered together for the hurricane relief that was going on. It was initially run by Kiba, who then onboarded me as the second staff member, so I got to actually work hand in hand with Kiba on doing things. You got adopted, you did get adopted, and man, did we do so freaking much. You're happy for that moment. We were the top donor. I know, we were the #1. Everybody who participated, all the donors who are here, we raised over $20,000 for that first initial campaign. And it was a blast. I think my favorite part, though, was probably meeting Carrie and doing her karaoke relay, which I got to headline. I was the #1 in that, and I think maybe they were just like, oh, you know, you're on super early, why not let you go first? And I was like, okay, well, that's either terrifying or it might disappoint, because I'm kind of small, so I'm not gonna like raid hundreds of people into the next person. But it was a lot of fun. We did get a ton of people who showed up for this, and you know, we got to work with some cool people: Nyaru, Charlotte, Carrie, Senna, Yatra, Keepa, Slime, Rin. All of us had good sets. I really enjoyed it. That was actually kind of, honestly, I think I could have picked the better songs. I got shy towards the start of it, and I was just like, oh no, let me change my set. I want to remove certain songs. I don't think I could do it. And I feel like I should have just done it. I should have not been shy, but you know, when you're pushed on stage and you're like, okay, you go first, it's okay to be shy and worried about that. But I think that's one of my favorite memories from the initial. And then we did it again, this time for the children. And that was a blast. And then for Toys for Tots, we ended up raising $3,640. But we didn't really make a thank you graphic for that one. But we probably should have, but you know, charity is fun. It was like the first time being a part of like a proper group, a proper community. And I say proper because people actually were friendly with each other. People were communicative. Collaborations were made and happened. And you know, I understand what it's like to be part of a group that failed. What the? What? Huh? I understand what it's like to be part of a group that failed. My first ever VTuber group was V-Spell. There I am right there. Over there. You can redeem yourself in a future relay. I don't think my singing's gotten any better. But we were in V-Spell with Karma, Nier, Sana, and Toto, and Zen. Zen has since hiatused. Karma, I think, has also ceased. Sana's gotten pretty big, and it's cool. And Toto is, I think, working on a debut. So hopefully, one day, whenever they get it, we can go raid into a debut stream. You redeemed the previous one in the future relay, being even worse. You know what? We'll do the entire thing in a Toad impression. Step on Rin's toes there. But I understand what it's like to be part of like a failed group, and I think V Recovery was successful from what we set out to do. And I will always, always appreciate our time in that. Same with these guys. Even if, you know, Nier's the only one we talk to anymore because everybody else is kind of like gone like dust to the wind. Oh, do I not have like the proper one I made? All I have is this one right here. Why is this the only one I have right here? Flashbang with piss. We also were in the initial first day one wave of creators who were accepted into the creator club for VTubers. It didn't make us founders, but it did make us the day one initiates, which I thought was cool. Because like, damn, I'm a part of this. And the moment it went live, so many people were like, where's my email? I deserve it. And it was kind of like, y'all, I think they let 900 people in. They're trying to process everybody. Wait. We've done a lot, from somebody who thought he was always going to be small and a nobody to, well, people know my name. I'm in some circles. And I appreciate every single person I've met, have had the pleasure of collabing with, have had the pleasure of knowing, working with, behind the scenes, modding for, everybody, every single one of them. I appreciate them all. I think my first VTuber friend probably though was Mara. She's also the first VTuber I ended up modding for too. I will always appreciate Miss Maramizu for, you know, giving me the chance when I was still pre-debut. I was just like, yeah, no, I don't stream, but I watch people, and I've been like lurking in yours, so I think I can do it. And she's like, yeah, okay, I'll give you a chance. No. He was the first ever like proper like VTuber friend. And then as we started and as we went on, other friends made their debuts too. This art, by the way, is by Phelps, who now also streams. And is the best fox I could have asked for. Really, what would I do without that little fox? Both of these hearts by Phelps, by the way. Looking through stuff. What can I pop up? What can I show? I don't know. I think I'm running out of images to pop up on screen. Or not. Or maybe not. This is our first ever recap. For our first year. We went from nothing to suddenly here's 200 people. We did over 100 streams. We had 2.5, or not 2.5. We had over 2,000 watch hours. 80k chats sent. 144 subscribers in the year, which, if we could beat that with just this month, you guys get some cool stuff. You know, we tried the Minecraft. It was on the Potato PC. You guys remember that. Chrono Trigger was probably one of my favorite things to play, because that story was just amazing. We played that from start to finish, and I don't regret it one bit. I was so flabbergasted whenever we finally beat it that I just sat there in silence like, oh shit. Oh, it's over? What do you mean? There's a sequel, apparently, that we need to play. Is that Chrono Cross, I think? We might do that. But also, been trying to do more chatting. And we got noticed by quite a few big names when I think about it. I think one of like the things that kind of like shaped how my model looks, back over to this one, was when I randomly wanted to kind of like look floofy. And if you know Yomi, she's in Socks VTuber agency as well. We actually had quite a few run-ins with Socks people, if you think about it. I think one of the things that sort of changed the way my avatar looks was this right here. I tried on her glasses. And she's just like, I love your hair, I want to touch it. Like, oh shit, I have to keep the hair now. You want to see how I originally looked? I can show you. Oh, I could show you. We take that off. We remove those. We even remove those. We didn't have eyelashes. We didn't even have a proper tail. What we had was, and it's gonna look weird for a second, because I don't want to go shirtless. What we had was just this kind of look here. No hose. I know. Could you imagine? You got the kind of like the spiky look. Was it this one or was it this one? I think it was this one. No, not that one. I think it was this one right here. And then we had this and this. I think our eyes might have been smaller too. This was the kind of like the initial way the model looked when we first started using it. Hold on. Because the eyebrows, I don't think they showed too much through there. I think they were smaller. I switched to the bigger ones. And if they didn't show, then that would mean, yeah, we definitely did have a different one. Don't think it was that one. It was either this one or this one, I don't remember. I think it was this one here. But just randomly, one day I decided to pop that other hair on, and this one interaction right here with Yomi changed the trajectory for how I looked hair-wise from now on. And it's gonna roll over into the new model too. A kind of fusion, if you will, between that and our first PNG here. We're gonna have like a hybrid kind of look between these two here, and I think it's gonna look fantastic. I don't know. How do you guys feel about looking at original kind of starter Jay? I think our eyes were smaller. Hold on, can I change that? Eye options. No. There. Oh yeah, I know. I think that's right. I think that's what we kind of look like originally. We didn't have any of the proper design incorporated until Project Lick made our sweater, and then I could sort of get the ball rolling. And then we made the eye makeup, and then we got the horns right. And now, night and day. We still have this one issue though of the floating beauty mark that it does its own thing. Huh. I'm gonna change the model here in a second, but it's supposed to be like that. Ah, I've just eaten the coins. Oh yeah, we've had quite a few looks over the last 2 years. From normal Jay, to Shadow Jay, to Neko Arc Jay. But then, yeah. We've had our Gyaru form. We had our Fox form. And our troll form. Oh, wait, hold on. And our kind of like, ooh, spooky, kind of Hex-maniac looking outfit form. We've been through a lot of changes. And there's a lot of inspiration from people in my looks. Especially with the fox look. Who else do you know that's kind of an Arctic fox? Why else do you think my halo is blue instead of gold? Because of my Kamiyoshi. Fox woman love. Manya. Without Kirsha, I honestly wouldn't have like properly gotten started. It was her who sort of directed me to the things I needed to get started, because I was just sort of lost in looking at Twitter for all the people who were just like, oh, if you're new to trying to get VTubing, do this, or you know, look into these things, and it's just like, but these things all cost money, I don't have that. And then Kirsha was just like, hey, these things are free, use this. The fact that she like paused what she was doing and took time out of her day to even acknowledge me, throw me in the right direction, instant Kamiyoshi right there. Thank you, Foxwoman, for putting me on my path. That's why we will always have the fox love. I'm looking through some stuff right now. I mean, we've had quite a bit of art over the last 2 years, haven't we? We show it off every time we go to the BRB screen. Here. Let's go sit over there for a second. Ah! They put me in the J Flame machine. No, we have quite a bit of art, and like every single piece of art I end up getting, I try to put into this, because I absolutely adore when you guys do things. Okay, showing this one again. They're on a random loop, they're not on a set loop. But if you ever want to see all of our art, wait for me to take a long break. Oh, there's me in here. I need to update this to a different artist. But we're gonna get this one redone with both Nier and I's new looks. There's the one with me and Mara. What else we got? Ah, there's my most recent one, done from Gris. I fucking love this piece. I wasn't expecting it to be so detailed, so shiny. Hold up. Actually, I could show you the evolution of my... This was the original profile picture I had. Was this one right here? Which, honestly, it's not bad. It's mirrored, so the beauty mark's on the wrong eye. So we eventually had to update this, but this has like the proper eye makeup. It's got my eye bags, which occasionally I forget to turn on, and I should remember. There we go. It's got my eye bags. It's got my jacket, which will one day make a return. It's hard to do that in 2D when stuff's kind of like a PNG. But this was our original profile picture by Lunavani. And then we got given this lovely piece of art. And this one you guys have seen a ton of. I got this for my birthday as a gift from Tilted Clone. And this was my profile picture for the longest time. It was done by the artist. Hello, Jesno. Hi. And thank you for the happy 2 years. Let me scroll down my bookmarks. It was done by the artist Aza at Fickle Pollo, who does a lot of Hunter x Hunter art. So this one was cool. I'll always appreciate this one. And now we got the new one from Gris. Absolutely tastefully thick in all the right places. My 2 years is on your birthday, surprising. Oh, happy birthday, Jesno. And happy Canada Day too if you're Canadian. I love the shine from this. This right here, holy shit. She did not need to go this hard on it, but she did. I adore this piece. One of my absolute favorites that I've gotten. And that's not to say that we haven't gotten a ton. You want to look at the, other than an emote, the first ever actual like fan art was this one of my Halloween look. Which is nice. I was in the middle of a stream, and our mod at the time, who I credit every time I do a schedule for their art, Blue Screen of Life, made this, dropped it in the Discord, and it was just like, hey Jay, go look in the Discord real quick. And it was of our Halloween look, which at the time, kind of like a pumpkin style. We had our bob going on. It looked like a pumpkin. Except they drew it with the long hair. Or no, it was this hair. Yeah, it was this hair. Yeah. It was supposed to be a riff on our Halloween look. Which Phelps also made one too. Which looks amazing, by the way. I'll still never get over how good Phelps is with the art. There we go. Now it's proper. You see two J models, you don't know which one to focus on. Yes. Point your eyes in two different directions and focus on that. Have I always had eyebrows? Yeah. Yeah, I have. You guys just don't see them because of the bangs. Because of how long they are. Bald. No, not bald. I slicked my hair back. Yeah, now you guys just don't see them a lot because I have the bangs that are that long, but my eyebrows, and this is just for any future artists who want to draw me, as you can see on the PNG as well, my eyebrows will always be thick in any art of me. If you make it and you give it to me and you're like, here you go, I'm gonna be like, hey, could you make the eyebrows thicker? I will always request thick eyebrows because that's just mwah, chef kiss. It's a good look. Here, let me just shrink you down. I've been just kind of like yapping for close to an hour and a half now. I didn't realize that. And all I've been doing is just talking about you guys and like the stuff we've done, where we've come from. What else can I, when I pop up here? Here, let me scroll through my files. Yeah. Actually, we also had like memes made out of us before we even started streaming, which is kind of funny. Because of our rivalry with KJ. In the Battle of the Jays and the Battle of the Ducks. We actually had this one before we even started streaming. I will still talk about the Battle of the Ducks to this day. Because I was hanging out in another, who became a friend later, VTubers chat, while Miss Kira P Raptor Girl, who is now a partner, the P stands for partner now, which is cool that she finally got there. And it was Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and she was playing Crowd Control. And I just kept redeeming Kill the Ducks. And KJ started spamming Add More Ducks to try and counterbalance me. I was Thanos snapping the ducks. I'm also going to... I'm gonna shrink that down, put it right there. I'm also gonna pop this up because I see it right here in my folder. This is one of my like highlight like moments where I'm just like, this was such a fun stream. I'm glad I joined onto this. I absolutely loved doing the layer collab. It was Baxtered was being watched by Senna, who was being watched by Himawari, who was being watched by Forest Dweller, who then started to be watched by me. So we were just doing like a Russian nesting doll of streams to watch our friend, the fucking Dent Lord himself, stream a horror game, which was kind of honestly a bad horror game. But somebody afterwards sent me their screenshot of this. They're like, yeah, this is what my thing looked like. So I got this from somebody who was watching, and they're like, yeah, this is what it looked like on my end. They didn't have Himawari's POV. I don't think. No, they did. Okay, I just didn't make it small enough. But this is what this ended up looking like, rushing nesting doll style. It was honestly one of the funnest like stealth collabs that I've had. And that's not to say I've had some fun collabs, but this, the spur of the moment, hey, get on, we're doing this. This was super fun, and I absolutely appreciated the hell out of this night because, well, it made me feel like, yeah, oh, okay, these people do want me involved. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I just got to have my dinner with you guys. We just ate and we watched Baxter play. And what's funny, right? When you look at this screenshot in particular, eventually Senna got tired of looking at Baxter and was just like, you know what? As his model mama, I'm just gonna bring his model up on screen and cover him up so we don't have to look at him anymore. And so she popped up his model and covered up his webcam. But I think that was absolutely hilarious of her to have done. Because afterwards he posted it and he's like, you guys are all fucking bullying me. Yeah, I think I have that bookmark somewhere. We'll put that down there. Yeah, here, right here. Everyone decided just to stream and watch me. Bullies. But it's lovingly bullying you back, man. We had fun watching you play the shitty horror game. And it was a lot of fun, and he actually appreciated the too. He liked all of our posts about it. This is before we even actually got our proper like collab with him. Whenever we did V Recovery and we played Content Warning together, we played the Friend Swap together. I had a lot of fun that day too. A lot of fun memories. I don't know how anybody cannot like document the stuff they do. Just have the moments just saved. I have a whole folder just saved of like what I call my wholesome moments, where like somebody said something nice, or if like somebody, you know, was talking about how they like my stuff, or if I've seen like my emotes out in the wild. I'm looking through my my bookmarks real quick, see if I had anything else in here that I could have like that I could show, and I realized, oh yeah, I forgot I bookmarked this, but I don't know if anybody knows Onikana, but I forgot that she wrote my name on her thighs and posted that on Twitter. I don't know if he would appreciate me showing that, but I'm not gonna do that. But it's on Twitter. Actually, fuck it, I will. That's me. Hold on. That's me right there. I'm on her thighs. that was nice of her to do. She put me in a prime spot. Can anybody else say they've been on a VTuber's thighs? I can. Humble brag there. And man, oh man, have we done a lot of events. We've done 2 24-hour events so far. We've done, you know, the Streamer Awards twice. We've done Summer Games Fest twice. We've done Gamescom once. I'm trying to do that again. And we've done the Game Awards in 2023, our first year, 2024, our second, and 2025, our third. We've done a lot. And I couldn't be happier with how far we've come and how much we've accomplished. I kind of show off here. Hold up, let me move this to the top. I kind of show off here what's going to be, you know, the 3 faces of Jay. Because on tough days where I don't feel like being on model, I will still use my PNG. I'm still going to have days where I'm going to be the onion model, but we have the future ahead of us. And where'd my hat go? I thought I was missing something. we have the future ahead of us, all thanks to our new model mama, Momiko, who is a wonderful chimera and is making, like I said, kind of a fusion between this model and our original PNG into what should be something absolutely fantastic that I can't wait for you guys to see. She's working on it still. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Take a second to drink some tea. Yeah. The future holds a lot for us. I will always kind of, cherish the time we've had together and the time we'll keep having together. Let me get a little bit bigger. There we go. And I love seeing this growth. I can't wait to see where we are in 2 more years. How much further along we'll be. Because I can tell you there's definitely another 2 years. I don't plan on quitting. And I have applied to some agencies. I think everybody does. If you're a VTuber and you see people have auditions, everybody does. But I can guarantee you, here and now, at our 2nd anniversary, if I ever do get accepted into one, I'll still be making, the time to pop on to, if they ever make me try and go under a different name or a different identity, I'll still make sure to keep using the JayKay account. Posting, doing guerrilla streams late at night. You guys won't ever lose your favorite devil from the 2nd level. I'm here to stay. Forever. You're never getting rid of me. Now I'm looking through here to see if there's anything else I can pop up onto the screen. No. Actually, I only show the 3 faces of JayKay there. Again, I have the Vroid, that's 4. I also have the Chibi, that's 5. There's 5 faces of JayKay currently, actually. 2 of them didn't even make the cut onto there. Well, 1, the Vroid's broken, and we don't use it. And 2, I totally forgot about the Chibi until I opened the file and saw the Chibi. But all of what we do kind of culminates into what's in store for the rest of the month. We're going to continue on, obviously. But for the rest of the month, we have a whole ass event planned. And like I said, starting today, I'm gonna have a counter that's gonna be counting subs throughout the month. That'll be added into this. We have JayKay's 2nd year, 2nd level subathon, which we're going to be having a ton of stuff. From rage games to chaos mods, from trying to draw again to in-depth diving into an old game, duets with family, letting you guys take the reins on stuff, maybe even a sneak peek. And like I said, or like we said yesterday when Momiko showed up and raided into us, if you guys can double what's on this page and we can get to 200, she'll draw a special spicy art for you guys to have of JayKay, which actually I've never had a spicy art done. Unless you count the bunny outfit, but that's not really spicy, I don't think. Do you think a bunny outfit is spicy? I don't know. No. Those are distracting me. Every time I move, I bounce into them. So, we eat them. It'll be my first spicy art if you guys unlock that. But yeah, that's all culminates, and like you saw in my slides from earlier. Dislike tomato? Yes, absolutely. I got texture issues with them specifically. Nothing else has ever set my texture issues off. If I bite into a tomato, it makes me dry heave and gag and feel like I need to, you know, go fight the bear. And if I can get 100 subs by the end of the month, I'll try and eat one. I'll try and stomach it. Not a bite and a spit out. I'll try and eat it and stomach it and try and, you know, do the whole thing. And will I make myself sick? Maybe. Thankfully, my headset has a mute button directly on the pad, so I could. So yeah, like that. I could just hit that button, and if worse comes to worse, we can mute before we break TOS. You guys apparently getting sick on stream, and TOS violation. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm gonna have a lot of fun. Festivities officially begin today, but games start tomorrow. We're gonna be playing Half-Life 2 for the very first time ever. I've never experienced the game. I've had people, you know, tell me, you know, like, do it this way, do it that way, play the director cut, don't play the director cut. I think we're just gonna dive in as is. We're not gonna do the director cut. I feel like that might, having to stop and like listen might take me out. Maybe we'll go through again afterwards and then listen to the stuff after. This is gonna be a month of first, right? First time Half-Life 2, first time Morrowind, first time with a Chaos mod, first time Subathon. But it's our second year. You know, I'm debating on whether or not we wrap up here or if we do one more thing, because we did a lot of karaoke yesterday. I'm not gonna sing a song. That's not in the plans. In fact, the end of the subathon happens on a karaoke day, so we'll be singing our little heart out on the 31st. I'm looking to see who's online, and everybody is watching the Vialore debuts, so that's kind of funny. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. Here, let me scroll through this. Let me Here we go. I'll do this. We'll watch it together. First time ever doing this, by the way. Hey, look, it's our starting screen. Here's the VOD for the debut, which was simply 40 minutes long. Right now, we've got an hour over that. But here. Let's take a look back and see that first debut stream, shall we? It's been 2 years since. Let's see what was different. Already the music. I was using a Helltaker remix, which I still really fucking love this song. How long did I let this play for? I don't remember how long I let this play for. But I really liked this one. I was just like, yeah, you know, I'm a devil. Why don't we go with that as like our song? It fits the motif. I kind of want to get something custom that is similar to this. I want to kind of like go back to this like kind of genre. We do have a custom song with Hell's #1 Hall Monitor opening song, the Bonk Squad song. This part right here I really like. I think I just let this one song play, and then we cut to the. I think we cut to me on. Oh, it was this screen even. But you know, back then, this by the way, I think is. I do my little dance. I think this one was... What's the fucking quality? 360p. That's how bad our computer was back then. Oh, the potato computer days. We didn't even have, you know, the followers' names popping up yet. We didn't have the subs. We didn't have the... It says dono, but I use that for bits because, like I said, I'm kind of paranoid on the dono thing from Stream Elements because it does show people's like real names, and I don't want people to like get the idea. Because I've heard horror stories of streamers going through and like looking at the names of the people who donated to them. And if they can do that, that means you guys can do that. So full transparency, I'm not comfortable with that. So that's why we don't have a Stream Elements donor link. Not until I can figure something properly out, at least. But we do have Throne, which has cash options for people who do want to donate. This was a really long song. But then again, my intro, even today, kind of long. I think this one was just the one song. I don't want to skip and take away from it. But yeah, originally we used Helltaker remixes for our intro music, and it was like a cycle of like 3 different ones. Kind of like how these days we have some different music, and it's still kind of like 3 different ones as well. Oh, would the video crash? What happened there? The music stopped and it crashed. Oh man, that'll be funny if like this doesn't want to play, but also kind of sad. If it doesn't work here, then I think I have a way. Hold on. I could do this. It doesn't want to work in here. That's kind of shitty. Okay. Now let's go into here then. Here. No, this one's 720, so I think YouTube bumped it up. Oh, I did do a secondary song. I did do a secondary song. We had a fucking 10-minute intro on the debut. I'll skip this one since I know now. That was, I think, a Donkey Kong remix that I found. The mic hiss. Oh god.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming out today.
Oh god.
Are you guys waiting for something? Are you waiting to perhaps see me?
Oh no. There's Sun, there's
Would you
Tilted,
like a little more?
there's Roz, there's UI when he was still UI.
Fine.
Welcome home, Jay. That was so nice to hear.
Hi. How's it going? I see you. And now you guys can see me too?
So cringy.
Would you like a little bit more than this?
I don't know why it was such a tease over a PNG.
Okay, fine. I'll give you just a little bit more.
You can hear my mouse clicks.
It's nice to
No.
meet you all.
Yeah, it was
Hopefully the
so nice to
motherfucking
have like a
invite is
popping
from
chat
last time.
during a debut. It's so nice.
Oh. Handsome, really? That's what you're gonna go with?
He still acts like
Yeah.
that. He
I
still
didn't
acts like
just
that
come
to
in
this
here
day.
Prepared. And I do want to just get right into it. So, how about you guys get to know me? I'm gonna put you guys away.
I was so
Let's talk about some of my likes.
unprepared, but also prepared.
I happen to like sim games, farming sims,
Mhm.
tactics games.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I do have slides. Just very hyper-focused, time-intensive games where I could just immerse.
I think one time I had a game of
I
like
also happen
Civ
to
that
like
like
rhythm
lasted
games.
like
Os,
I think more than 3 days.
Just Dance. So
I
many
do
others
like
that
my
are
Just
in my
Dance.
Steam right now, and I cannot wait to play them for you.
We still haven't. No, I made a promise on my debut I didn't keep.
I happen to
We played
be a
Os
big fan
with
of cooking
people
as well.
from the
And
stream, but
I
not
hope in the future
on the
I'll be able
stream.
to bring you guys cooking streams.
I still keep talking about that. I do want to do that one day. I just live in a situation where there's 5 other fucking people here, and so
And
I
the
feel
last
like
thing on the likes list that I felt
I need to
is
not do
be a
that
big
here.
fan of the kaiju genre. Godzilla is one of my favorites. Love that big ass lizard.
Yeah.
Speaking of favorites, let's get into that. My favorite fruit is mangoes. They're very good.
They're very good.
Ever since I've gotten to Earth,
Yeah.
it's been a nice little treat every now and then.
Gotten to Earth. Yeah,
Speaking
crawled
of-
up out of hell.
Nice little treat. It's tea. It's a lovely drink. Now you might be wondering what the thing underneath it is. I do have a favorite band, and it is the Wombats.
They are good.
It happens to also be the reason why I haven't wiped the British off the face of the earth yet.
True. Well, them
They
and
happen to be a
Mr.
very big
Jamiroquai.
fan. So
They're
they
they're
can
both
stay
good
for now.
reasons to leave the Brits alone
For now.
for now.
Maybe later we'll get to them.
Maybe.
And my favorite color, despite all the red you see, is purple.
I made the same fucking joke today.
My dislikes are tomatoes.
Mhm.
I do not like them one bit.
Nope.
Yes, exactly. The British have some great bands. We need to keep them around for a little bit longer. And
It's
as
a little bit longer.
an agent of hell, let me just say, another dislike I have is isekai. You cannot escape and just get to go live a second life somewhere else. We will get you.
We will. I will bonk you. I will find you.
Some fun facts about me. I am 6'3", or 190 centimeters, for you EU bros. And while
Ryan, hello.
this may be
I'm watching
June
my
29th,
original
nowhere
debut.
anywhere near Scorpio, the character
What a first time chat, by the way.
all the way back
Big
years
worshipper, thank you for the
and happens to
follow.
be a Scorpio.
Ryan, what were you
Truckun is not a
doing?
myth, and I will get Truckun.
Ah, BlazBlue.
You might be wondering
I see,
what
I see.
13 is. That is my lucky
I was watching my original
Everywhere I
debut
go,
since it's been
that it
2
happens to be,
years.
Fortune has always followed me.
You made fun of people on Twitter as well.
I have
That's
two
always
pets.
fun.
A cat.
I think we've met
And a
before in a
dog.
Ryan stream. It's your first time here. Oh, hi, welcome in. Welcome to the Bunk Squad.
Perhaps maybe one day I shall get little avatars for them, put them on the screen.
I do think that would
or
be a
maybe
good
just
idea.
Make them into emotes.
Alright, enjoy your Eep Royan.
Hi, Ming.
That's a name I
Welcome
haven't
back.
heard in a while. Laugh at Twitter users.
You missed
Play
the
fighters.
entire slide.
Such is the way of being on Twitter is.
Take it on in. Give it a second just to read it over. You can also watch the VOD, which I will be putting up after this. Since you missed
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Could have watched from the bath.
I am like all leg. I am like all leg.
Slide number 2. My goals for the
Did I play
future.
basketball? No, I was a swimmer.
Some short-term goals. I already have over 50 followers, thanks to you guys.
Which was really
I'd
nice.
like to, before the end of the year, we're about halfway there.
To get 50 followers before they even do the debut stream was really, really nice.
I would like to also be able to get affiliate and get emotes in one more stream, actually, which will be tomorrow. We're playing Stardew Valley, by the way.
The first
I
game we
will have
played
met
on
the
stream was
requirements
Stardew.
to apply
Oh
for
boy.
affiliate, so I'll see you guys then.
Yep. After done
I wanna
or
get our
after
channel art.
after debut,
I would like a banner.
like I said, the
an
next
offline
stream we got
screen,
our affiliate.
Maybe some little art down there for the info down below.
The panels. Oh, I still don't have that yet. Oh, you're so right, Past Jay. I do need to do that.
My own mod missed the slide. How could you? Now, for longer term goals, I don't want to stagnate. I don't want to just be okay with where I am. I want to consistently upgrade everything.
We have been.
Setup includes my model,
We did.
art, assets.
We have been. We've
my
gotten those.
computer. Right now I have kind of a potato, so I can only bring you
We got a whole new computer now.
the latest stuff, but I will try.
You did it. Oh, you did it, Past Jay.
I don't want to just be stuck where I am. I want to consistently grow with you guys. and
We
bring you
have
new
been.
things.
We've done it.
I also wish to one day be able to get a proper 2D.
We,
I already
we
have
did
the
it.
stuff there. I just need the funds, which I am working towards. Oh, right. Short
We did. We
I
got the
had
2D. It's
dono
getting
links
worked on
earlier,
now.
And
And we
some
have this
issues
one,
arose
too.
with them. I had to take them down. Eventually, I will get those fixed, and they will be back up if you guys would like to help support the stream. Let's go back to the longer term goals. Collabs. I would love to start collabing with people.
Just off the
Just
rip at
being
debut, we're just like,
with
yep,
people
collab,
in a crowd
do stuff.
together, spending time with each other. And collabing is one of the best ways, including community nights with you guys. That counts as a collab to me.
We do it every Wednesday with our movie night together.
I hope to eventually also
I
reach
do
Twitch
kind of
partner.
want to bring back.
I would love to be able to bring you guys more and more things.
I would love to bring back like
Partnership
game
with
night. That would be
with
fun.
us.
And like I said, we'll eventually hit that
Mainly,
partner.
the ultimate thing is, the longest term goal is, I would like this community to continue to thrive. Get back here, son. Get back here right now.
I think he was leaving.
Yes, I would love this community to be able to grow and thrive and live. I don't want to see you guys fall off. I don't want to see this go down the drain.
Mhm.
I want this to just continue to become a bigger and bigger family. with you
It
guys.
has. We've done it.
A little bit of fan info. You guys are known as the Bonk Squad.
Hmm.
It is the name I originated somewhere else, but since they've
Yep.
moved on from it to something else, I'm reclaiming it.
It's mine now.
Mine now. My Oshi mark is a devil with a hammer.
Yep.
As is appropriate.
Because I bonk people.
And I've already seen some of you dancing with it before the stream. I hope to one day be able to be your guys' Oshis as well.
I've had two
And,
people tell me that I'm their Oshi.
and
That
the
makes me
thing for
happy. I've also had a couple people tell
that
me
I
I'm their
get
favorite
as
femboy
a
too, so that's also pretty good.
is Hell's #1 hall monitor, because rules are there.
Hello,
They're meant to be
Yatra.
followed.
Hi.
And I have a big ass hammer. You will follow.
Enjoy
me,
your
or
lick.
you will get bonked.
Thank you for the happy anniversary
Let me
message.
just take take us on over to the last slide. And then we'll open the floor. And maybe even go back through slides if people want to see them again. How's that sound, everybody?
I was so polite.
Got my credits. The art for my PNG was done by Faye Lyons. Everybody here is also linked down below.
Mm-hmm.
Faye Lyons is
Well-
also the artist I would love to be able to get 2D from in the future.
Not Lunavani anymore because I've changed my
The assets
my
that
profile
you see
picture.
on screen and have
So
been
we've
seen on screen
updated
are
that
from
to
Ashton.
reflect the new profile picture maker.
And my profile picture, which I have on Twitter and here, is Lunavani. It's another pit crew that I had made.
Which you guys
eventually
saw.
I hope to get a more custom one.
And we did. You did it, Jay.
That's it. Those are the slides. Shall we take this shall we take this back to the floor, or shall we?
Still making mistakes while speaking.
I know Art Parent isn't here. I would have loved that, but no. Should we go back? Does anybody need to see a slide? Alice, you'd like to see a slide. You missed the first one, so let's go back to that so you can get to know Jay. I think the biggest one is
And then we just, I think for the rest of the stream,
Obviously.
just talk with each other.
no. No. There's nothing for you. There's nothing for you there. I'm a disembodied bust. There's nothing there.
I think they were asking to see feet. Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. I think they were asking to see feet.
When I get 2D, it will be there.
Then
I
they
think
are.
The biggest thing, the biggest takeaway from this is a lot of VTubers tend to be on
Nah.
the short side, and you don't really see a lot of VTubers of my look being rather tall. So-
Femboy. You don't see a lot of tall
Yeah.
femboys, is what I meant. I don't know why I phrased it like that.
Alrighty.
I think I said it yesterday too. I've had somebody tell me I was too tall to be a femboy. I was like, what the fuck do you mean by that?
We can open the floor to some questions, or anything you guys would like to say.
Also, I was totally in the wrong corner for
I
that
turned off
PNG.
the
I should have been in the other
sounds,
corner.
So there will be no sounds. I also turned off the follower notifications. I just wanted this to be a nice little slideshow without pop-ups at all. Although some of them made it through. I forgot to turn off the chat box. Or the emote wall, I should say.
The emote wall was fine. It's still fine. I like watching the emotes bounce around. I think we were just kind of like. I already said welcome home, so Joel.
So, Joel, put that fish away right now.
Keep that fish put away.
Oh, yes. I have very long hair. It goes down
Down to my butt.
almost to my butt.
It does.
Down the good majority of my back.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I said put that Joel away, you know, and then we have a Joel now.
horny and no cock. What do you... I'm gonna bonk you. Yours is at your shoulders. Oh. Keep growing. You'll get there. Pat, pat, pat.
Pat, pat.
I think a question I could answer is... You guys might be wondering what the hell the about section is down there where it says bear one day, demon another, and why I have this nice little fur around me.
Oh, I totally forgot about that
Actually, a bit of an
aspect.
Easter egg. See, my original concept for the character was a...
It's like kind of like a Selkie, yeah.
not a seal.
Yeah, no, but it's a bear.
And
I
It's a
totally
reference.
forgot about
And
this.
the fur coat is a throwback to that as well.
Yes, you know, a silky is kind of like a seal that comes on the land and sheds its skin to be a human. I thought, maybe I'm gonna do that, but with a bear, and then I changed my mind at
By
the end. I'm like,
way,
you know what?
I do
I'll be a
have
devil.
an art tag. I've checked it. Nobody else has used it.
I came prepared,
So if you
but also
guys
was entirely
would like to
unprepared.
put anything in there, the art tag is Bonk Squad Art.
It still is,
Obviously, all one word.
obviously.
Or if you'd like to, the horns real? Yeah, they are.
They're real.
I would ask if you'd like to touch them, but I still have yet. No.
No,
I
bad.
still have yet to install the thing that lets you head pat me.
We have the head pats now.
Eventually, we'll get there.
We do.
Like I said, I'm going to be consistently working on this stream and making sure we have all new stuff. I hope to be able to bring new things to the table every time. Are the hands real? They're real, but I'm kind of stuck in this position right now.
You're a PNG.
Maybe one day I'll be able to move. Who knows?
I can move, and my hands are kind of still stuck. They're little balled up fists right now. But I will have hand toggles on the 2D.
It's not there. Stop asking.
Super glue
Super
accident.
glue accident.
What?
We don't speak about that. We don't talk about the glue accident.
No, don't talk about that.
Hello, Three Penny. Welcome. You missed it. You missed the slides.
It's 3 pennies.
My character's fashion, I should say, is
Kind of like office casual.
more business. Obviously, you see a nice little turtleneck, but
Mm-hmm.
when I do get 2D,
You can have slacks and
I'm
shoes.
thinking more of, some black slacks,
Uh.
some nice shoes. I'm a business demon.
Yeah.
And the main reason for everybody being called the Bonk Squad, why I have such a massive hammer, is because I happen to come from the... Yes, I am. It's always Corpa here. I happen to come from the second circle of hell.
Yep. That's
Which
the
is
circle of
where
lust.
all the lusters get punished.
Yeah.
Corpa, yes.
Corpa.
And now you are all brought into my little bonk army.
We also have a Corpa now, too.
You'll all get your own little hammer, and I will spread you out to the rest of Twitch to go bonk people. What time do I plan on streaming? I'm going to be streaming around this time, usually.
About 10 a.m.
And I'm going
Usually.
to start, at the least, for maybe just 2-hour streams. I'm going to go 2 p.m.
Because we were on a
Pacific time
potato.
to about 4.
Oh, wait, no. Whenever we started, we were later in the day, and then we swapped it up to earlier in the morning.
A luster. People who succumb to the sin of lust.
Yeah. We bonk you.
So, horny people.
No horny.
And like I said before, when I was describing my favorites and likes, we're going to be playing our first game tomorrow.
Stardew Valley.
It's going to be a vanilla run, and maybe in the future, I can...
Well,
probably
I'm
play a
out.
mod
Bye-bye.
version, or
He wasn't out. He keeps coming
come
around.
out and do collabs with people, and do a multiplayer.
We did.
I hope
We
you guys
did
will be
that.
here for it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. More details. Sun. Why do you need more details? First game we play is going to be Stardew Valley. And we're playing that tomorrow.
I think I had a
time,
chat delay,
2 p.m.
and
Pacific time.
so either they didn't hear me say that before he said that, or I didn't see that message until I think we had the delay, and it wasn't to a 1-to-1 pop up on my OBS yet.
Does anybody else have any questions? Any comments they'd like to make?
You need to know how to avoid hell. You can't.
You don't avoid it.
Yep.
And that's the exact reason that isekai is on my dislikes list, is because
You're not
you
avoiding
think
it.
you can avoid it. I have a nice... Oh, thank you.
I've been told that a lot, actually, that I have a nice
It's very
voice.
sweet to hear that you think my voice is nice. And also that some of you think I'm cute.
I wonder what it would look
We
like.
find the sins and we bonk the sinner. That's what we do.
Hold on, let me... If I went with, like, the look that the PNG had, I don't know how I feel about that. Having the pupils be white. But we're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that black.
Short. Don't you so cute me. I was hoping to keep this short. Just a nice little debut. Have you guys ask your questions if you had them. Tell you guys what we'll be playing next. Go over all the fandom stuff. And if anybody else has anything, now's the time. Otherwise, I'm going to send you guys off to where I was going to raid.
And from day one, we've been raiding people, and we have only ever not raided people whenever we crash and we can't get the stream back up.
You will if you wanna. One more thing I should bring up.
We never not raid.
Now.
Share the love.
And in the future, it will also be a tag. But I am autistic. And so part of that is I kind of tend to take things literally or ask a lot of clarifying questions. And I'm always trying to not do that.
I still do that.
I'll pause and think about what I'm about to say.
I still do that. I need to try and...
So there might be a little bit
I need to try better.
in between me reading something and processing it. I don't have an open Discord yet. I do have...
We do have one now.
Me and my mods, though. Maybe one day we'll open it up. I need to work on that.
We do have one
my
now.
Twitter is JayKayVT. It is also linked right down below the stream. I also have a YouTube that I will be putting VODs and stuff on as well once they're edited down.
Ugh. I think that's the biggest thing I've had issue with is I keep, being somebody who streams every day.
Exactly.
I keep having backlog.
I've always thought that it's better to ask for clarifying.
And then I feel bad, like, if I want to try and take a day just to upload stuff.
And
because
I actually got a lot of flack for that by asking clarifying questions. People getting mad at that, and I don't know why.
Because they're like, but I could be streaming, but also I could be
nice
uploading the VODs. So I have like a little bit of a backlog still, but they're almost all done, I promise.
Yes, and communication is key. I do want to be highly active with you guys in chat.
I do.
With my bonk squad.
Yeah.
I want to be able to have high communication with you guys, so I will be constantly talking with you guys, checking on you, popping into offline just to talk.
I do.
So if you guys are here in offline, maybe you'll see me. Maybe I'll be working on stuff in the background, pop in.
Although since we got the Discord offline, kind of has gone more quiet. Some of you guys are still in offline though,
all for coming.
and you'll occasionally see me testing things in
I'm gonna send
offline.
you away now.
What did I raid? Who was my first raid?
And speaking of being autistic, from what I had seen, the person I'm going to send you to should be taking an autism test right now. So I think that's quite ironic.
Who the hell did I send you to?
So I'm going to send you off that way. And the raid message, as always, is going to be the
Bonk Squad sends her regards. Yep.
So ready your hammers. Let me go ahead and pop you guys on over there.
You can hear all the mouse clicks. No.
I don't have the stuff for the bot set up quite yet. I'm still working on my bot. But it will be there eventually. Okay, I'll post the raid message.
Now we have the bot.
Well, there you go. Sun has one as well. But if you want to do without emotes, because you don't have those, that's totally fine. You could also use the default hammer. I will be, when I do have the ability to get emotes, the first one I want to get is a bonk emote, just so you guys have it.
No.
When I say
Well, the first one I made was a smug one. The first one I did get was the bonk. So that's true.
If that's whoever going to be ending it. Let me take you to this slide. I keep forgetting to use.
And I say that because during the test stuff, I forgot to use this slide a bunch.
And I'm going to be sending you out that way.
Did I not say who I was
So
raiding
please
you to?
Enjoy your stay in the future. Enjoy the stream I'm sending you to. I hope you guys had fun. I hope I made a good impression on you all. And I hope you liked my trivia.
I think I made a good impression of you all.
And
On you all.
most
We
importantly,
got almost
I hope
600
to see you
people
guys
here
again
now. I think I made a good impression. I still got to change that over on YouTube. That's right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Have a good day. Enjoy the stream. Bye-bye.
Bye, Past Jay. But yeah, that was the debut stream. It was nerve-wracking as hell. It was stressful. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get all this off screen. Let's get all these off screen here. Goodbye, PNGJ. Okay. Now, I do want your attention here because this one's actually kind of long overdue. But I have, I think, so much I have so many just things sitting in here between my throwing objects, my drawing stuff. So let's clear the queue. This should be fun. And we're just gonna do everything we can. We have over 370 things in the queue here. And we'll roll in the start of our second year with a clean queue. But here we go. Huh? What? It's not... What? No. I think... Oh no. I wanted everything to hit at once. I think these things might be... Because the model program had an update, I think they might have been desynced out of it. Oh no. Anyway. How can I really fucking wish Cupid had taken my advice and let us set something to test the stuff in batches, because now if I wanna, I gotta do it like this, which is less fun. And it doesn't go as fast as it should. Damn. Yeah, I think the update kind of broke that. That's a shame. That's an absolute shame. I'm so sorry, you guys. The queue got broke. So, I guess that'll be the first thing I work on for kind of updating things and making things look good is fixing our queue, so whenever we do hit future big milestones, we can do the queue clear during those. That's a shame. That would have been cool. Now that we've, watched the first ever debut, now that we've kind of gone through, memory lane, now I think I'm gonna look for somebody to raid out to. And you know who I'm gonna raid you over to? And we're gonna do this one right here. Or you know what? Maybe that one's a bit, you know, throwing my name in there. Oh, I don't know about that. You know what? Let's just go for the default because that's been our tried and true since day one. Our bonk squad sends their regards. And we're gonna send our regards over to my friend Cal, who is just starting her own day one of their subathon. So let's get that going. Cal is a good bean. Very, very fun raccoon. Good pal. Who is one of the people who was just like, yeah, I think you're kind of like Ocean status. I'm like, what? we were also kind of like most watched for them, I think, last year, which is cool. So we're gonna go raid Cal. Happy 2 years, Bunk Squad. Happy 2 years, me. I've had a lot of fun, and like I said, we're gonna continue to have a lot of fun, continue to enjoy our time together. You're never gonna get rid of me. In fact, I'm getting in there deeper. I'm gonna infest your walls even deeper. So thank you guys so much for being in my life, and I'll see you tomorrow. Otsubang. Bye 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 bye. Mwah.